Yeah.
The meditations have been really, really helpful, and I'm just noticing a big difference in myself.
Are you? Good.
Yeah, taking things at a slower pace, just going with the flow. From the last time I spoke to you, I did the thing about things that needed done, housework or whatever, and just thought, right, just give it a certain time. And that's just working well, rather than me thinking I have to get so much done and so little done. Yeah, even managed to pick up a book and start reading.
Brilliant.
I just thought, let go what I don't need to do and just read that book.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Halfway through it, but I'll hopefully finish it soon.
Yeah. So you're noticing these changes, it's accumulative. So when you start noticing the change, it deepens all the time.
Yeah.
And then you may get a crop of something old coming back up.
Yeah.
And then you'll see through that and it'll deepen again. It's just usually the way it goes.
Yeah, definitely noticing that and just feeling a bit more in control of the thoughts.
Yeah.
And being able to stop them from just running away. So it's been a really good feeling. Saying no to some things as well. Just not giving myself too much on my shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. It's like a weight off my mind and body.
It's amazing how much stress we give ourselves, how much pressure and how much of a hard time we give ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. And, as you said at the very beginning, I feel like I've still got a way to go with the anxiety and getting out, but I'm doing what you said and not feeling that I need to put a time limit on it.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah. What did you decide to do about your other therapies? Did you
the other one, they still haven't been in touch.
Wow.
No, I don't know how long. I'm not even sure if they will.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that by the time they do, just not going to need it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have already, I feel that what I've learned already is helpful enough. Maybe they won't have anything different.
Yeah.
I'll just see how that goes when it happens, if it does. Yeah, but just not pushing for it. Just feeling that it's another thing to be, dealing with as well.
Yeah, not putting too much on your shoulders.
I'm really just having that feeling that whatever I need to do has to come from myself as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, even some reading up on just life and death. There is a lot of things that still crop to my mind, but I feel I'm coping with it more.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just thinking more about the love and the good times rather than the pain.
Yeah.
Because
if you notice that feeling, what you got from that is still there.
Yeah, I feel that it won't ever go away, just maybe I just deal with it different. Yeah, and just noticing I'm not thinking too far ahead in the future, which was the big problem. What if this, what if that, and picturing that scene. I'm managing to rein that back in a bit and just stop it in its tracks.
Yeah.
Get the meditation.
Have you noticed that it's not actually stopping it, it's noticing it, and then the power drops from it?
That's definitely. I need to sometimes have them get a meditation on and just take some time to let it slowly dissolve.
That's it.
Yeah. So It feels like a very good tool. I don't think I thought before that it was in my hands.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's spot on. It is in our hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like something's in control of us, but actually it's just about noticing that it's there.
Yeah.
On noticing that it's there, it loses its power.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And we think, I need to do this, I need to heal that, I need to look into my past.
Yeah.
You know, all this sort of, you know, it's going to take me years to heal.
Yeah.
And it's not actually that, it's not true.
Yeah, but just a couple of your meditations that I've done lately that were on the page.
Yeah.
Just really had the realization of just the stillness and the breath and the slowness is all I need, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the answer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I used to think there was somebody out there with a magic answer, magic wand.
And that's you.
Yeah, I'm sort of realizing that it's within.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's funny when you start seeing it, isn't it? And it's like, oh, now it makes sense.
Oh, definitely. It's just given me so much peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Them thoughts can really, really cause such havoc.
Yeah, definitely. Even though things haven't been great with my daughter, I've not spoken to her in a month now, but I'm just having that time apart. I think, you know, I have the belief and faith that things will get back okay.
Yeah, they will. They will.
Yeah.
So is it your other daughter that you go out with on Sundays?
Yes, it's the younger one. Yeah. And I think once I'm back together with mother daughter, there's going to be that change in me that's going to be much more beneficial for the both of us.
Yeah. Yeah. And she will have gone through her own process, whatever that looks like too, while she's away from you.
Yeah, definitely. I think as much as I felt I needed some help to gain control myself, I was also trying to maybe help others too much.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Yeah, it's normal. That's, you know, it's just what we do as mothers, as people, you know, as caring people. Especially those of us that have suffered.
Yeah, definitely. And just that letting go has been the key thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Even just now with what's going on in the world, normally I'd be quite anxious, but I realise I can only do what I can do.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I mean, even the thoughts might come to me like they did today that if I was in their shoes, how would I feel? But just thanking my lucky stars.
Yeah. And there's absolutely nothing you can do. I mean, there's compassion for what's going on and for other people.
Yeah.
But what help is it going to be beating yourself up?
Exactly. That's what I've been doing, beating myself up too much about too many things.
Yeah. And we sort of, you know, without putting sort of things into your mind, we often feel guilty that we're not helping.
Yeah.
When actually helping the self is helping the world.
Yeah.
Because whatever changes happen within you, that's going to have a knock-on effect to your own little family. That will have a knock-on effect to their own little families, and that just spreads out.
It really has, and guilt has been a big thing for too long.
Yeah. Really holds you back, guilt, doesn't it?
Yeah, and just that realization of what all this does to yourself physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Oh, I've really been punishing myself.
Yeah, we do. Definitely. And it's not even our own punishment, it's not even our own thoughts. They've come from elsewhere. We take them on and continue beating ourselves over the head with them.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know why that started. I'm not really bothered, because as long as it's beginning to stop, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and like we've said so many times, there's no, you know, we don't even need to delve into the past, and you're starting to see that now.
Yeah,
do
exactly.
I need to do this? Do I need to do that? And it's always about doing less.
Yeah,
and definitely. That doesn't mean sitting around and doing nothing. You know, you're doing your meditations, you know, and you're being kind to yourself.
Yeah.
We often think, you know, do I need to look into what happened to me there at this age, that age? It's not even about that. It's seeing through the energetic shift and the thoughts of the past, watching them, letting them go, letting them dissolve. Yeah. And that happens naturally on its own.
Yeah, I think I was searching for an answer from the past.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't matter. Got here. That doesn't matter how I got here. But 2 words in your meditation: kindly awareness.
Yeah.
Just keep popping into my head to remind me.
That's why I repeat myself, and the meditations are repetitive, and what I talk about is repetitive.
Yeah, I can honestly say at first I did feel, wait, where's this going? It's just being repeated. What good's it going to do? But
yeah,
once you get it,
yeah, that's it.
It's a bit like going to school. The repeating work till it gets in there.
Yeah,
yeah. I find myself doing that with my granddaughter, repeating it over and over. Yeah. So, I just feel lighter and brighter.
Brilliant.
Freer.
Letting yourself off the hook with that. Yeah. Like I say, I mean, I can't say anything about conventional therapies, although I can because I've been in them, and they didn't, you know, there may have been grains of things that helped a little bit along the way, and it helped me to sort of feel like there was hope, hope and light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
By going to them, that something might help somewhere along the line. But then it sort of just twigged to me that actually it's so much simpler.
Yeah, definitely.
It's far simpler than what, conventional therapies would have you believe. That, you're unfixable, you'll have to live with this forever, but it might get better a little bit.
That's no, that wasn't helping me, because that's what I was being told and feeling.
And that's another belief that they sort of put on you. That, oh, well, I'm, there's something wrong with me, but I'll have to just deal with it and live with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever happened to me in the past has broken me. It's not true.
No, I can see, definitely. I just have more clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that will deepen. It will deepen.
I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Yeah. And that's just, allowing it. If it's not deepening today, that's fine. That's the sort of thing. And you can see it happens on its own, like a natural sort of moving into that space before you even realize it's happening.
Yeah, definitely. That awareness thing of all sorts of situations is just, it's just there.
Yeah.
And I can see how I was to how I'm in a particular moment, and it just makes a big difference.
It does.
Yeah. As much as I'm thinking, right, I've got a holiday to go on in April, we're going on an airplane, that bothers me a bit. I'm thinking to myself, don't opt for the medication until I feel I really need it. I'm going to just go with the flow with what I've learnt, the breathing, the meditation, and I'm just hoping for the best.
Yeah. That what you've just said there about the medication, this is why the meditations that I put out there, they spill over into your life. So what you've just said there is a reflection of what is being taught, let's say, in the meditation. So when you're in meditation and I say something like, if you've got an irritation of the body, give yourself a few moments before you go ahead and do something about it. That's allowing you to just dip that little bit further through the fear, through the irritation, and just notice if it alters in any way. So when we're going about our day, like when you do go outside and you notice that you've got this fear arising in the body, usually our instinct is to hold back from it. Because we know it's going to get worse and it's going to get worse, and I need to brace myself. And it's just allowing us, just in a safe space within the meditation, to dip a little bit further, relax into it, and a bit further and a bit further. The more we do it, the more that we realize that fear isn't actually going to blow up in our faces. We can melt through it.
And I had a practice of that just at the weekend, going on a bus, and had to take a different bus than what I planned, which did give me a little bit of that fear coming in. But I did exactly what you said there, sat down and just saw the changes, and it wasn't as bad as I was thinking it would be.
You notice that the old pattern tries to come up. The old fear comes up and the old reaction is going to come in, and then I'm just going to go with it, and you notice that it rises and it eventually comes down. Feels uncomfortable at points.
I almost gave in.
That's it. And then you notice that actually that what's coming up and going away is in front of the awareness. So everything that's happening, even the pain in the body, even the fear, even the anxiety, the emotions and all that, it's all passing. There's something that's behind it that is constant.
That's definitely true. I can see the difference, even if I wake in the night with a particular pain, maybe a headache. Normally I might, my mind will rush to that being worse than what it is. Now I'm taking that time to just watch, not attach other stories, as you say.
And is that what you were talking about before when you said when you first started these sessions, you were like, where's this going? Because it seems too simple, doesn't it?
Exactly.
And when I say to you, when that happens, just watch, just wait, just witness. And you're like, well, what else do I do? Nothing. And then when you notice that actually that works, you realize why I put that across so simply. And it's that, oh, can you hear me? The sound's gone off. Are you there? I can hear you again. Oh, that was weird.
No, definitely noticing that. I think at the start I thought that this can't be that easy.
You'll notice actually that there are people, if you, I don't know how much time you spend online or on the internet, but if you notice, if you're on other groups, if you're on anxiety forums or anything like that, my group, people shy away from it because they think it can't be. It can't be.
I admit this myself. Jolene, I've lost count of the number of things I've joined by email or whatever way, and now it's got to the extent where I'm delete that. It all just seems pointless.
That's it. It's like this is the final nail on the head, isn't it? It's the final, this is what I was looking for.
Yeah. Oh, really.
And the relief and the gratitude that you get from it, because something resonates and you think, of course it's this simple, of course there's nothing wrong with me. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's so simple, it's unbelievable.
Absolutely, that's it. Yeah.
And I get quite annoyed at some other people posting things that seem, that's just not right, that's not fair.
Yeah. I see it all the time. It's quite sad, really. But I just have to allow what's going on. But I see people chasing to try and fix themselves, trying to what do I do about anxiety? That there's people that can't go out of their homes, and I do, the simplicity of it is amazing. But unless they want to embrace that and trust it, and those that do, those that turn to me and find this out, I hear the same story over and over, like, oh my gosh, you told me it was this simple.
Yeah, definitely. I felt there's the dog metaphor coming up again, like a dog chasing its tail round and round and round.
Absolutely.
Never getting anywhere.
Yeah. But
now with the therapy that may come up, so I really feel like I don't want it because it's not going to offer me what I need. I've been there and done that, and I feel they need to make some changes, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's not very helpful to people like myself.
Yeah, I know, I've been there. But the good thing was that, like, I went through years and years of different therapies, and, I literally took matters into my own hands.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it was literally like, it can't. Well, obviously there was a lot of insight that came up about how to do this, but as well as sitting in an office and being told, force yourself out of that door and stuff, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I've felt the same myself. Saying to my husband, I need to be free of what's in my mind, and he would say, and what do you mean by that? And I'd say, look, I'm not saying I want to do anything, but it just sometimes feels like there is no other way to get free, because I didn't think there was.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I feel really sad for others who haven't found this help.
Yeah.
This realization.
Yeah, same. I know. Yeah, definitely.
Even just had a visit to my sister today, who is paralysed, and just explained this to her, and it's something her nurses have been saying to her, just breathe into the pain, and I've been helping her with a wee bit of meditation, and
wonderful.
She's finding it helpful because she can't move away from that anxiety physically.
Yeah,
it's there in her head.
Yeah,
24/7, and just trying to tell it there is a way out of it, to find that space without having to move from the spot you're in.
Yeah. And this goes back to if you want to see a change outside of you in the world, change the inside.
Definitely.
Work on yourself and it can flow over to other people.
Yeah, do you know, there's been a lot of things that has came back to me, like deja vu.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, I've been on a certain path. It's been trying to get me there. I'm not angry that it's took this long. I feel you come to a place when you need to be.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, you do. That sentence, be the change you wish to see in the world, is something I did an embroidery of maybe 5 or 7 years ago.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, not understanding it in this way.
Exactly that. exactly that. Yeah. And that's what I mean about it deepens and deepens. You see deeper into, you know, quotes on the internet, or you know, things that you might, little courses that you might have done or anything, and you think, oh wow, it's much deeper than what I knew at the time.
Yeah, I've went to many courses individually and with people, learning emotional literacy, mindfulness, but there's nothing that's just given me the simplicity of just the stillness, the noticing, awareness. And really, I'm quite astounded at how it's not out there more.
I know. You just can't sell this. People don't want to buy it. And it's cheap as chips as well, isn't it?
Exactly. I was saying to my sister, it's free because it's within you.
Yeah.
And I feel quite angry at the people who are out there giving these people all that therapy. It's getting nowhere.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of people worse than myself. There was a fireman, a nurse on a course, and I felt, how can they be like this? They're strong people. They're dealing with dangerous, you know, things, but I can understand it.
Yeah.
How anybody can get there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Just finding that space is in you.
Yeah. And
freedom in you.
It's okay to know that you might have a day when something arises, but it's not in control of you anymore.
Yeah, that's it. I feel I'm taking back control. The practice is becoming easier. And hopefully that get less and less, you know.
And the practice is so that you won't have to practice at all.
Exactly.
It will be your natural way of being.
Yeah, noticing that already. And it sort of hits me like, I'm looking, where is it? You know, it's so strange, but it makes me laugh.
Yeah, that's it. Laughter is very common to happen in this process.
Yeah, and do you know what? I just want to share it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many.
Yeah.
The same. My granddaughter's suffering in ways, and you know, I just need her to know it's so simple.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I share. You've seen how much I share, and people just dismiss because they don't. The mind is sort of focused on, not only can it not be that simple, I must do this, I must do that. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, I had all sorts of crutches, I would call them, like must have my water, must have the phone, a number of things.
And they're all okay until you realise that they're not needed.
Yeah, but even those became more to deal with.
Yeah, like you'll go to a therapist and they'll tell you to put an elastic band on your hand and, you know, and snap the elastic band when you get a bad thought and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, tried that one as well.
Yeah. It's just reiterating there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving you more to do.
Yeah, just way too much more, and just getting out and feeling that stillness and being a bit slower, taking in the sights, more enjoyable.
You start to live rather than...
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just looking yesterday thinking I'm going to get some artwork that says live, laugh, love. Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. I've got the live, I've got a wee the words in wood have got live, so I just need the others.
Yeah.
So it's just I felt like I haven't laughed in a long time.
It's funny, isn't it? You start, you just like, oh my gosh, this is so funny.
Yeah, I think I'm laughing at me because I feel, where have you been? Have you had your head in the sand?
Yeah, it's literally like removing cling film from your eyes.
Yeah, I have been suffocating myself.
Yeah.
Just thinking, you need to keep yourself behind locked doors. There's no way out. If you can't find that person with the answer, there's no way this will change.
But good for you that you went for these sessions, even thinking, it can't be that simple or whatever. Something still pulled you to it, didn't it?
Yeah. And I so want to be on your question answers because it's good to share this with the others.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's over. I just feel I just haven't managed, except for I think it was only
have a break from it and then come back when you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there may be other stuff that comes up that I put out there. I'm not too sure yet. I know at the moment, with the amount of anxiety that's going on in the world, with everything that's going on in the world, there's something sort of brewing within me to put something out there about all that, because I know the sort of the spiritual side frightens people a lot.
Yeah, exactly. There are so many in need of this.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah, that's it. But the good thing is, now that there's a change in you, that it's like paying it forward. It will spill over to others. Yeah,
definitely. My granddaughter will be one of them. Hopefully my other two daughters, my sister, whoever I feel that maybe needs that wee bit of help, if there's any way from me, that would be great.
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I sit here and I'm thinking, right, is this real? Is this strange? It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's real. And it's literally conditioning of the mind that made us believe that there was something wrong.
Yeah. I think last week, that whole thing going on in my mind about conditioning has really, it's just broken it down. Yeah, keeps coming up in many ways, and I say that's just conditioning. That's conditioning.
Yeah,
but I'm breaking it down.
The only true thing here actually is that awareness, and from that awareness comes joy, peace, laughter, grace. Yeah, they're all like perfumes of that awareness. Yeah. So anything else that's feeling heavy, fearful, all that type of stuff, you can not trust any of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust in the awareness.
Yeah, it's such a strange feeling, because in my mind I'm thinking, is this really going to work if something big comes up?
Well, if anything big comes up, if something on the outside does cause a reaction, those are invitations, because we often have stuff that wants to be seen through.
Yeah.
That stuff from the outside, if it does come in, it's needed for you to dissolve it, like old patterns.
Yeah.
So we don't have to go delving, we don't have to go looking for it. Life will bring what you need.
Yeah.
And, you've got my group. If anything comes up and you think, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, or
Yeah. I think that's the only thing in my mind as we had a conversation one week, and it was that, yeah, life may throw other stuff at you, and yeah, just in this position just now, it's hard to believe that what I've learnt will still work then.
Yeah, that's just the mind thoughts coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as I think as time goes on, the more practice, it's a lifelong practice. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's it. Moment by moment, no rush, no race.
Yeah.
And, you know, I say it all the time. You can start seeing now why I repeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
The repetition is so vital.
Yeah. And in those moments where something in my mind crops up, that's where I have to say to myself, repeat, go do what you need to do. You know how to solve this.
Yeah, and the good thing is there's no solving, it's just noticing it's there. So if something feels heavy, if something feels anxious, something feels fearful, if something feels annoying, nothing's gone wrong. You've not done anything wrong. It's just about being aware of it, knowing that the awareness is there and all the rest of it is passing phenomena.
Yeah, it's I look at it as if you have an injury, you go to someone for help, or you might be able to sort it yourself. But when you feel it's not a physical injury, you feel that's out of your control, you need somebody else.
Yeah.
That realisation that you can help yourself just as much as a graze on the knee.
Yeah. And what my role here is to remind you, because there'll be a part of you that's like, of course.
Yeah.
It's just that reminder.
Yeah, oh, definitely. That the reminding is the key.
Yeah.
Sometimes have to remind myself a lot of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always in the noticing. Always in the noticing. Notice.
Yeah.
You know, there may be big emotions that come up. There may be little emotions that come up. It's just witnessing, watching them. If we get, you know, we get mixed up in them, we just start again.
Yeah, and you know, it's as well as other family members, people I know saying they're in the midst of how I was, but I find myself knowing where they're at, and that if I told them how simple this is, they wouldn't believe it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when I'm on my calls with different people, I know where to go with each one of them, because it's like an intuition. You can feel how much somebody can go during one session.
Yeah,
and it's that sort of like an instinct that starts to happen, and you, like you've just noticed with your family and things like that, if you try and push too much of this on them, a fear can actually come up from it.
Yeah, exactly. Being aware of that and just realising sometimes they need to go through a journey like myself.
Absolutely. Spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's sad, but it's, you know, if only I had came across yourself years and years ago as well.
But like, as you know, it happens when it's meant to happen.
Yeah.
And the thing with the other people, when they're in a bad place and you think I could help them and all that type of stuff, it's about knowing that, you know, go into that compassionate place within you and meeting them where they're at. You know, if somebody comes to you and they embrace what you're saying to them, that's good. You know, carry on. Some people might back off from it, and that's okay too.
Yeah, exactly. I feel
like I mean, on a big level, like I said before, I've got my group out there. I know that there's a ton of people on it that are just, does this help? Would this help?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel I would maybe get, and you know, all I can do is let them know of your group and let them find it themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I know.
And show them the change in you, which is a natural thing. You don't have to tell them anything. They will start noticing that, you know, there's some differences in you. And if you say to the, you know, if they say to you, what's been happening with you? Oh, well, actually, you know, and you can go into it a little bit with them.
Yeah.
We don't have to go out there with a, you know, with a flyer saying, buy this.
No, that's exactly what I did at the weekend. As my granddaughter, I could tell she was a bit surprised at where I had been myself on the bus, and we both said nothing. Just let it be. Just let her notice, just like me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought, this is enough. Just her seeing me is enough to help her.
It is. You're doing so good. Like everything you're saying is just perfect.
It's you know, I feel I'm amazing myself, just this realization. I'm like, am I saying this?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Just allow it, and it's trusting in that. So if something does come up throughout your days, you don't have to chase this, you don't have to fight for this, you don't have to, oh my god, I need to get that back. It's just trusting that that is who I am, and at the moment some other stuff is clouding it a bit. Yeah,
Understand what you're saying. And yeah, I'm just taking it gently, kindly awareness.
and you can see as well how that gentle process is the most beneficial. It kind of stops you in your track from that, what you said before, chasing your tail.
Definitely. I've had the offer of someone helping to walk with me, but I'm sort of feeling just practice alone, even if I'm not going far.
Yeah, you do what you feel is best.
Yeah.
And if that's with somebody, if that's on your own, if that's 2 minutes, 1 minute, not today, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying maybe days that I will need them, but there'll be days I don't as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're getting out of a big habit there as well.
Yeah, definitely. I can look back to maybe, I don't know, nearly 10 years ago of artwork I had done and see the place I was in my head, how I was describing it, drawing it, and thinking, oh, it's such a relief to be climbing up. One of them is me inside a well inside my head. It's great to be getting to the top of that well.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm just feel my shoulders are looser, just more relaxed, less tense.
Which of the meditations do you do, or do you just mix them up?
I mix them up, just depending on time, because sometimes I really need the quick one, and when I have more time, I like to really have, you know, that longer relaxation and just have that rest. The rest in the mess is a big thing because it says it all.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, but just continually repeating a lot of things. I've been looking at the blogs.
I was going to say, have you been reading the blog? Because again, the blogs, you will read them and you might think, what on earth is she talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I see that.
I know. People say to me, I know people. I met a guy that's on the group a couple of weeks ago, just bumped into them, and he was saying that he was struggling and everything, and I said, oh, have you been reading the stuff? And he said, yeah, but I don't really know what you're talking about with some of the awareness stuff. We spoke for about 2 or 3 minutes and he was like, oh, now I get it.
Yeah, sometimes it does take that repeating of reading.
Yeah, yeah. And do you obviously watch the deep listening one, the like 5 minutes, and it says if you don't understand something,
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I feel I'm having to dip into, just to make myself listen deeper, actually.
yeah, yeah.
It is so simple. That's why I laugh at the words I'm using.
That's it. It's so common to laugh when you see through this. It's like such a relief.
Yeah, they're just
Gratitude.
yeah, they're so helpful. Sometimes it'll pop out to me, like the picture. There was one with the wee dog. That did pop out to me.
Yeah, but you can see sort of both sides now. You can see where people will look at them or listen to what I'm saying and think, what? And then when you start to understand it, you're like, oh.
Yeah. There are some that I still have to read a wee bit deeper into myself.
Yeah. Just let that happen naturally. That will come naturally. This will deepen.
Yeah. I'm really noticing that that gradual awareness, that I'm not beating myself up if I don't get it the first time. It's a bit like being told a joke.
Yeah. Oh, that is perfect. I'm going to use that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Absolutely perfect. I might use that in a post if you don't mind.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you. Glad to help. But yeah, I'm like that all the time. I'm like, can you repeat that? I don't get it.
And then somebody tells you a couple of weeks later and you laugh your head off. Brilliant. Yeah. That's perfect. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah.
It's definitely how I see it. It's a bit of I don't know the word, research into yourself. I don't know if research is the right word. Discovery of the self.
Self-realization.
That's it. Yeah. Means the same thing.
Yeah. Self-realization, remembering. Yeah. Realizing, remembering. And it's like oh my God, it was already here.
Yeah. Oh, I so wish kids were taught this from an early age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously my son knows this stuff just naturally because that's how we talk. And I mentioned that on one of the Q&As.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and it will spill over. It's always about working on the self, and it will naturally spill over.
Yeah, I can honestly say I've been doing did a lot of research, different breath techniques. Heard of the Wim Hof and thinking, is this that'll work? Is it that'll work? But now I know it's more simple.
Yeah.
I said that to my sister today. Forget all that I told you. You have to do these certain numbers, 4, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. I said,
it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, I said just deep and slow.
Yeah.
Is enough.
Count 5 things around the room and all that. It's like, whoa, how much work is that?
Exactly. Just adding more in. And now it's a bit of like the decluttering I'm doing in the house.
And it's doing it itself.
Yeah, well, it's great. I think some new artwork's got to come out. Things coming out of that well.
Yeah, brilliant. Definitely, you'll have to show me.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, that's the creativity has been on a back burner because I just felt stuck.
It's so common when you start seeing through this for your talents to start coming forward, your natural talents start coming forward. It's so beautiful. It's so good because it's like children. They just, they just do it, and art stuff. It comes from the heart. It comes from that deep seeing.
Yeah, and you're so right about it spilling over into other things. Where even, for instance, the book I'm reading, certain sentences are just meaning something else.
Yeah.
Making sense.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, where
Amazing,
before I'd be puzzled.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
you might hear it in song lyrics, you might hear it in movies, and you'll be like, wow.
Oh, definitely in songs. Yeah, that's been a big thing for myself. And you know, my husband will say, I can't understand songs. Sometimes you don't need to, just listen to the music.
Yeah, definitely. All the love songs are for the self. That's what you realise.
Yeah.
They're about somebody else, but actually they're about yourself.
Yeah, that is something I just noticed this week. Yeah. Oh, there was one that came up. Ella Fitzgerald. Something about too much rain in your life. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a lovely, lovely song. And although I felt that was sad, because I felt I've had too much rain in my life with too many losses, but there was a nice side to it as well, and I just could feel the meaning.
Yeah, you'll have to send me a link.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, I will do.
Absolutely well done to you for, you know, for embracing this, for just going for it, for trusting in it, even when you thought, you know, what's she talking about?
Yeah. Oh no, thank you. I'm just so grateful.
Yeah, it's such a pleasure.
To have found yourself, to found your group, and you know, just to have the knowing that this is here.
Yeah.
If there are any problems in the future,
yeah,
I will constantly be looking, listening.
Wonderful.
But if anything big comes up, it's good to know you're there, because
yeah, absolutely. That's it. That's what it's there for.
Yeah, of all the other things I've tried, I don't feel there's anything that's worked as magically.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, great.
Oh, you're welcome.